Win's a win in the semi-final. When you want to get through to a final, a win is a win. We got the job done. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't easy. It wasn't the best game of football to watch, but we got the job done. We are through to the final. It's a competition. We want to win, and all that matters in this sort of at this stage is that you win the game, and that's exactly what we did. We managed it well. It's a difficult game, really, if you think about all the things that were going leading into it, like the travel all the way out to Abu Dhabi, the heat, the climate, some of the players returning from injury. Um, Al Hilal, decent side, you've got to admit, they're well organised, obviously better suited. They've been out there for a little bit longer than us, so they're suited to the climate, and they're from Saudi Arabia anyway, so how much different is the climate there to Abu Dhabi? I'm not 100% sure. Someone could probably tell me, but I thought they played well. They caused us some problems at times. Marego used to play for Porto, was decent for them, and Pereira, Mateus Pereira, whatever his name is, used to play for West Brom, had a decent game for them, caused us some problems at times. I felt we dealt with most of it though, defended well, with some very good saves from Kepa in goal. Again, proving that he's back to nearly his best ever that we've had at Chelsea so far from Kepa, apart from maybe his first season. This Kepa's doing it. He's done really well since Mendy's been at the AFCON. Now Mendy's back. Can Kepa keep the performances and even maybe keep his spot? You never know. It's a good problem for Tuchel to have. And Kepa played well today, and thanks to him, we kept the clean sheet. There were a few scary moments. Al Hilal, they're a decent side. Like I said, they caused us some problems, and they were going to. Don't disrespect a team that has won something, that are champions. They came into this, they played well. They off a 6-1 win in their last game in this tournament in the quarterfinal. So they know how to score goals. They were dangerous at times. Their defence was a bit shoddy. We could have probably done better in attack, I felt, at times. I thought our attack today was slightly better at times. Kai Havertz was brilliant, I felt. Hakim Ziyech played well. Even Romelu Lukaku, even though he did have a few chances that he squandered, the one he did take, at least he took it and he scored a goal. His overall performance wasn't fantastic. Still looks slow, sluggish, bad touch. Well, everything we've been saying for the last few weeks as Chelsea fans, we know what's going on with him. We know he's not worth the money we pay for him. Maybe he can prove us wrong. Maybe he can win this tournament for us. That's good enough for me at the moment, but he needs to put in a better performance. I thought he was poor today. But overall, I didn't expect us to put in a great performance. It was going to be difficult. Like I said, the travel, the different country, the climate, everything going into it. No Thomas Tuchel there again. We struggled. First half, I felt we were good actually in the first half. It was a very open game. They played a very high line, and I'm very surprised we didn't stick Timo Werner on and cause them some problems. But we stuck with Romelu Lukaku, and his pace was just not good enough to really hurt them with the high line. He did hold the ball up well at times and knock it down a couple of times for people, but there was just no one there, no one in and around him. I thought we could have done. We didn't really need to play a back three. We could have done with another attacking player in there to maybe be in and around him, like a Mason Mount. But we didn't. We stuck with the back three. And I thought that hindered us a little bit, especially with Marcus Alonso and Azpilicueta as our wing-backs. Marcus Alonso is probably better as a wing-back than he is a full-back, but Azpilicueta isn't. He tries his best, but his delivery at times is just poor and shoddy. He makes the runs, but the end product isn't always that great. Same with Marcus Alonso. The end product, his crossing is just dire. So when you want wing backs, you want them to be able to deliver the ball in the box. And one or two times that they were able to do it, there was just no one there. I thought one of our best players in the first half was Kai Havertz. I thought he had a really good first half, looking to find Lukaku in the box. And it was his cross that caused the problem for the goal in the 32nd minute. Well, yes, he was a little bit lucky. And sometimes strikers have got to ride their luck. and you need a little bit of luck, and he got that. And he was in the right position, the best position a striker should be, in between the sticks, just bang it in the back of the net. That's all he had to do, and he got it. He did it. 1-0 up. That's sometimes all you need, really, and especially with our defence. We know how to defend a 1-0 lead most of the time. And they did cause us a few problems in the first half, but we saw it out. In the second half, they came at us, and it was a lot. We had to really shut up shop. I don't know what's going on today. Just we couldn't get out of our own half for the majority of the second half. I don't remember us having really many chances in the second half. We brought on Mason Mount, and he was poor, very poor in the second half. I felt just couldn't get into the game. Really struggled. And we just hung on basically for the second half. We hung on against Al Hilal. And while that can be embarrassing for some people to think, we really should be smashing this team out of sight. But you've got to remember, like I said, completely different. Abu Dhabi, we travelled all the way over there. It was our first game out there. We got the win. We got the job done. This is all this is about, basically getting the job done and getting out of there with that trophy. We've got a much harder game coming up now against Palmeiras. They are a very good outfit. They look like a very good side, and it's going to be a very different contest. They play with a lot higher tempo from what I've seen. Haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen little clips here and there, and they look a decent side, and they can cause problems. But I think we can cope with them. You never know. Reece James might be fit. Mendy might be back in goal. I'd imagine it'll be pretty much the same sort of side. I'd imagine Silva will still be playing. He wants this tournament. It's like I'm saying, it's a big tournament to win for like South American teams. So something he obviously wants to win. Same with Jorginho. I'd imagine he will start. Maybe Kante or Kovacic. Kovacic was brilliant today. I felt Jorginho bit off the pace actually. Thought he could have done a lot better, but we won the midfield battle. Both of them were okay, but I was expecting a bit more going forward from them, but we never really get much from those two going forward. Really, realistically, what can you expect from those two? Let's run through the player rating, shall we? And then we are out of here because we've got a bigger game coming up on Saturday. Now, like I said, that's the big important one. Now, we got the job done here. Kepa in goal made some fantastic saves in the second half. Saved us, but again, we are relying on him, and it's nice that we can rely on him. Good game from Kepa. I give him an 8 out of 10. Kept a clean sheet. Very good saves. We played a back three. Christensen, not one of my favourite centre backs at Chelsea. I don't rate him as highly as some others do. Wouldn't be totally upset if he doesn't sign his contract, but had a decent game today. Didn't do anything wrong. We kept a clean sheet. We defended well. So I give Christensen an 8 out of 10. Thiago Silva, rock solid at the back, just ran the show basically from the back and was fantastic throughout, as he always has been for us all since we signed him. So 9 out of 10. Rudiger, solid, reliable as always. Another good performance from him, 8 out of 10. Marcus Alonso, passing was poor, delivery poor. Got no pace, likes to go and attack but doesn't want to track back and defend at times. Other than that, he did okay, I suppose. I'd give him a 6. I prefer Malang Sarr when he came on in his position. I thought he was much better. He can get up and down, got a bit of pace about him. Not the best creatively, but you know he's going to get back and defend and do at least half the job. Marcus Alonso, I'd give him a 5 today. Kovacic, bossed the midfield with Jorginho, won the battle, but going forward, I wanted a bit more from him today. When you've only got 2 midfielders in there, one of them needs to be a bit creative, going and trying to get forward and help the attack. Didn't really see that from either of them really today. Kovacic, I'd give him a 6. Jorginho, like I said, same with Kovacic. Did well defending, winning the battle, but just not enough creatively for me today from them, either of them. So I'd give him a 6 as well. Aspilicueta, He's not the best wing back, but he will always give you 110%, and he did again today. He's our captain, and he did his best in a position he's not his best. It's not his best position. He's much more suited as either a right back or a right-sided centre back. Definitely more preferably a right-sided centre back, in my opinion. But he did his job, and that's all you're going to what you're going to get from him, and that's all you can ask really. I'd give him a 6 out of 10. Hakim Ziyech, very predictable. You know what he's going to do when he gets down the right-hand side. He's always going to try and cut back on his left foot and try and cross it, and they know that. They knew that today. The crosses that he did deliver in, either no one was there, or they were too short or too long, or Lukaku just couldn't be bothered. It was that simple. Lazy Lukaku, really. He had the chances. Hakim Ziyech did create a couple for him, as did Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech, yeah, as did Kai Havertz and others, Mason Mount and Aspilicueta and Marcos Alonso. They were all creating chances for him. Like I said, but this isn't about him yet. I'll get to him in a minute. But Hakim Ziyech, for me, gets a 6 out of 10. Kai Havertz was, for me, our best attacker in the first half. And I'd like to see more of him in that position. I think he looked really skillful, like great touch, great passing, great attacking play from him, and asking questions of the defenders, putting some good balls into the box. The one he did caused a lot of problems, which led to the goal. So for me today, Kai Havertz gets an 8 out of 10. Romelu Lukaku, it's just not working for him. He got the goal, but I reckon I could have scored that from the distance he scored from. How to miss that, then you know, like, yeah, that's it. His career's done if he'd have missed that one. It's over. Just give up. But other than that, he tried. There were the moments where he was heading the ball down and holding the ball up, but there's still times where his touch was just dreadful. There were times where he could have run and just given a little bit more effort, just throw himself at the ball, you know, and it would have been a goal. Bust your gut a little bit, work a little bit harder, run a little bit faster, and something could have maybe happened, but he just didn't want to. It's clear he doesn't want to. If the ball doesn't land at his feet, he ain't interested. That's what it feels like at the moment. And even when it does land at his feet, half the time it just bounces off and goes. It's like he's got trampoline shoes on. Just bounces off. It's just dreadful. He scored a goal. He tried at times, but overall he's just not fit enough, not sharp enough. There's a confidence thing going on. I don't know, or he just doesn't want to play for Chelsea. And if that's the case, then leave. But today it was a better game in the first half. I thought it was a lot better. Second half, he just went missing. I mean, so all our attack pretty much did. They just switched off. We just defended and saw out the 1-0 win. So I'd give him a 7 out of 10 today. I think that's fair. We had a couple of substitutions, but no one really made an impact. Mason Mount was poor. Malang Sarr was probably the best out of the three we did bring on. Defended well. Did a job down the left-hand side, but better than Marcos Alonso did. And Kante is Kante. So overall, we got the win. That's the most important thing. We're through. We've just got to win this tournament. A trophy we haven't won that we can add to the trophy cabinet, add to the collection, and be classed as the best in the world. That's the most important thing to me. Win that tournament, and we've done it all. We've won it all. Then we literally have won it all. There isn't anything left. So let's just get the job done. I don't care how we do it. Just win. That's the most important thing. Performances come set a secondary at the moment in this competition. Just win. And we know how to do that. We know how to navigate tournaments. We've proven that we are a cup side at the moment. We're not a league winning side. We're not good enough for that. We are good enough to win tournaments. And this is one we're going to win, in my opinion. I think we can do it. Saturday, Palmeiras. Come on, Chelsea. We can do it all the way. Let's do this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out of here now. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. You'll get a follow back if you're a Chelsea fan. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.